Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sketchdom. My name is Jason Sketch, and I'm super excited to bring you guys some more Marvel Champions content. Today we're going to be taking Hercules up for the first time, getting to play him, so I'm pretty excited about it. Hope you guys are as well, trying to make sure that everything's on the camera pretty good. We got Hercules here. We're going to be taking him for our very first game. A couple things I did do is I did take out the 3 copies of Teamwork from his pre-con deck. I took out 1 copy of Recruitment Drive and 1 copy of Ancient Rivalry, and replaced it with X-23, Cyclops, Hawkeye, and 2 copies of Power Leadership. This does make the deck still under the CE 1.7, but it gave me a chance to try something out a little bit different and test out a few new things. So I thought about command teams as well, but I thought, let's just stack in a bunch of allies and see what happens. It's a leadership build anyways, so it's a first run with him, getting a play test him. I'll probably come back later and do some new stuff with him, but for now, I just wanted to throw something together, test out a bunch of the cards that were already in the set, and go from there. So, hope you're excited. I am. We're going to be jumping down to the table and facing Absorbing Man, who I feel like is very underrated as a villain for the very first time. Hope you're just as excited as I am. Let's jump on down to the table and check things out. Alright guys, welcome down to the table. Thank you guys so much for coming to watch me play. Again, don't be afraid to leave a like, comment, or, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. It helps get things going. We've got everything shuffled. We're going to be playing Absorbing Man here. We're going to be using Hercules for the first time. I love Absorbing Man. It's going to be an expert mode here. Let's be sure to give him a hero dial, and also, not hero dial, a villain health points, which he starts off with, looks like 15 right here. And then we will also give myself some points as well. We're at 14, so that's gonna be quite a few actually. I almost want to do a d20 for me here too, but 12, 13, 14. So there's our health. I'm stoked. Hope you guys are as well. This is a wild ride for me. I'm a little nervous about this because it's gonna be my first game with him, so things are just gonna go poorly. We'll be learning a lot together. I'm gonna try to take it slow. So we're going to move some things around. Let's get things started, though. I'm pretty excited. Hope you guys are as well. First is None Shall Pass. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck, until an environment is discarded. Put that into play and shuffle the encounter deck, discard pile into the encounter deck. All right, so we're looking for an environment here for None Shall Pass. All right. Abandoned Facility. It is an environment. Metal. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand. 1 resource icon from your hand. 2 resource icons instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. Ugh. Well, let's hope that environment changes pretty quickly then. Because to me, that seems like we're going to just discard a card. So, alright. Absorbing Man is Absorbing Man, right? So, let's flip this up. Threat starts off at 2. Force response after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter here. Alright. We're going to use this orange dial as a delay counter. So. Orange dial, orange dice. So. Okay. Alright. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment card in play. Except for Pursued by the Past is going to stay in play. So, alright. Absorbing Man gains the trait of each environment in play, which would be metal. If Absorbing Man's power is in play. Oh, then when revealed, if Absorbing Man's power is in play, deal 1 encounter card to each player. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Super Absorbing Man or Super Absorbing Power and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck as if it was searched this way. All right, so we got to look for super absorbing power. All right. I love Absorbing Man. I have not played him in a while, but when I first started the game, he was one of the ones that I played quite a bit. So, granted, I've never played him an expert, so this may make a big difference. Plus, I'm using a new character, so we'll find out. Right now, Absorbing Man has all of the fun traits. So we need to get rid of that really quickly if we can. But it has 3 threat on it. Okay. All right. What is your favorite villain to test new decks out against? Who's your favorite one to try things out? A lot of people do Claw. I wanted to do something a little bit different. All right. Go to our hand size and let's get things going. Hercules draws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, I do want to hold on to the helm. Power of leadership sounds good. I mean, if I can get Queen Carrier out, let's do it. I do like me some Cyclops. Gift of Battle is nice, and Avenge Me is pretty good too. Um, yeah, let's hold on to this because I think it's going to make for a very interesting turn, right? Well, the downfall here is you don't get the benefit of Cyclops' +1 attack if we do this. We're just gonna because we are gonna try to thwart Super Absorbing Man down pretty quick. So I still think we hold on to Cyclops and draw that 1 extra card, which is Thor. So now I kind of want to play Thor. Okay. New Labors of Hercules. Action. If there's no Labor card in play, reveal the top card of the Labor deck. Here we go. Body Pathos. Attach. When revealed, find an encounter side scheme that is not in play and reveal it. Okay. So there's the Avalanche there that gives an acceleration token. Hydra Patrol, which means I can't thwart off the main, which is probably okay too. Um, but that actually would be tough to get past, so it may need to be Avalanche. See what it does. When revealed, let's see, does it say reveal it? Put it into play and reveal it. Okay, when revealed, each player must choose either spend a lightning resource or take 2 indirect damage. All right. I'll just take 2 indirect damage. I mean, it's at 8 threat on it, so we want to try to get it clear pretty quickly, too. I think right now Super Absorbing Man is going to be our priority here. Man, shuffling is not going well. How do you guys like dealing with his labors and such? Do you want to deal with his labors? Attached side team gains assault. Oh, so you can attack it. That's cool. Free threat cannot be removed from this attached side scheme except for when Hercules thwarts. I'm pretty sure that means that. Let's look for assault here. Is a keyword. Yes, I think assault means that you can attack. Sorry, I should have looked this up ahead of time. When a character makes a basic thwart on a scheme with the assault keyword, that character uses attack instead of its thwart. Oh, sweet. If that character is an ally, it takes the consequential damage listed under the attack instead of the thwart. Cool. That is actually mega helpful. So I'm super thankful for that. Okay. All right. You guys for your patience there for me. All right. We can't attack it. It gains the assault trait. Cannot be removed from attached scheme except by Hercules when set by Hercules thwart. Okay. So I'm the only one. Only Hercules can remove it from it. That's fine. That is interesting. So it's got 8 on it for now, but its good news is I can take it out pretty quickly to do stuff. So, all right. Anyhow, we are flipping up. Do we need to do anything in alter ego form? The word's pretty great too. Nope. So let's go ahead and play the helm. When the villain attacks, exhaust Herc's helm. Reduce the amount of damage this attack deals by 1. Nice. And then we are going to hold on to Quinn Carrier. We'll use the power of leadership and these two to play Thor. Yes, we do. We're going to use the power of leadership. I was going to play Avenge Me, but I'm more excited to get Thorn to play. After Thorn makes a basic thwart, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion, put that minion to play and engage with you. I don't want to do that. So for now, we're not going to put Thor out there. We're going to stick with our original plan. So we'll spend Power of Leadership and Thor to play Cyclops. And then we'll put Avenge Me on Cyclops here. All right. Then we will hold on to Queen Carrier. Or we'll probably toss Queen Carrier here in a second. But Thor and Cyclops both get to do fun things. So Thor and Cyclops, Hercules. Cyclops is going to choose Zorby Man, but we're not going to attack him. We're going to clear 2 threat from here. Guess we could attack him and do a chunk of damage and then survive 1 round. Let's do that. So instead, we'll keep this at 3. We'll choose him, and Cyclops will attack for 3, which will get him down to 12. And then Hercules will attack for 4. We get him down to 8. Okay. Feels kind of weird, right? But we had that benefit there, so do that. We'll toss Quinn Carrier for now because we're going to hope for that side scheme, player side scheme to come into play. We will ready both these. We're going to put a token on here, so we got to be ready for an attack. And then we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another Avenge Me there. But we at least get to play Namora potentially. So, do we want to hold on to Cyclops so we can keep him around? Then we can try to keep him around for 1 more turn. All right. So, first things first, threat's going to go up to 3. We get 1 on the counter here. Absorbing Man is going to attack for 2 plus a boost against Hercules and Cyclops. Do we just sacrifice Cyclops for fun? I think so. So Cyclops will defend for his defense, and it's enough to take out Place on pursuit counter and pursued by the past. Enough to take out Cyclops. So, all right. It's weird having these labor decks in play, gift decks in play. They're gonna mess up some of the way my staging is happening here, but that's all right. I need to find a better spot for him maybe later on. So Cyclops is defeated. We do need to put one pursuit counter pursued by the past. When attached ally is defeated, draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay. Next, we get an encounter card. Spinning Stone, when revealed, here in hero form, Absorbing Man attacks you. If Absorbing Man has a stone trait, he gets +1 attack for this activation. So, swinging for 2 plus a boost. I just got plenty of health. I'm going to eat it. 2. When the villain attacks, exhaust. I'm going to exhaust my helm and reduce this by 1. So he's attacking for 1, 2. I take 2 points of damage. Okay. Oh, he gets +1 for that activation. So it would have been 2, 3. Yep, he would have done 3 points of damage to me instead of 2. Okay. But I didn't need to see a need to defend right now. It is my turn, though. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand. I think I'm okay. We'll get rid of. Dang, that sucks. We'll get rid of, or I could just defend. Let's just defend because I want to hold on to that card. So I'll get 2 health points back. But then I don't get the benefit of getting rid of Super Absorbing Man. What is this other benefit? What card is I'm trying to play here? Let's see. Prince of Power. After Hercules attacks and defeats an enemy. This just lets him heal. So, hold on to that for another turn, right? So we will not defend and get rid of that resource card here. Put us back at 5. All right. Yes, we're dealing with my shenanigans. We get rid of Son of Zeus because we have no gifts. There's no point in trying to play that right now. Okay. All right. It is my turn. We're going to spend these 2 resource cards. So that's Power of Leadership and Strength to play Namora. Namora gets +1 hit point for each other ally you control. But she can at least clear 2 threat for me. Off of Super Absorbing Man. Do I want to clear that last threat or just not worry about it and go ahead and punch Absorbing Man again? I feel better doing that, so we'll just punch. Or we can punch the Avalanche. Clear that. That is one less thing we have to worry about for now. If I punch the Avalanche, it gives me a gift, and the gifts are going to be helpful. So we'll punch the Avalanche for 3. Which sounds kind of funny, right? Ooh, and I had an acceleration token here, so this actually goes up to 4 instead of 3. Okay. Bear with me. I'm trying to keep up with all the things. This is actually going to go up a lot faster, so we do need to make sure we're getting rid of this as fast as we can. So I have the choice of Avenge Me or Prince of Power. Do Avenge Me. I like drawing cards. Do we hold on to Prince of Power? Let's toss it for now. I think we're going to get back. Let's draw up to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. We're ready back up. Threat's going to go up to 6. Avalanche is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. If I do the undefended here, I lose a resource, so I need to defend. I do have a limitless stamina, but I would like to be able to attack that twice. I could have her defend, but then that won't be defeated. Choices, choices, choices. I really want to get rid of this so I can get a gift. So this may be the bad choice, right? Like, we're figuring out Hercules here. We're trying to learn him a little bit. So, Nomura is going to defend for me. Super Absorbing Man is going to attack for 2, 3. Does take out Nomura, but I get to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Ooh. Okay. This should not be exhausted. This is interesting, though. When a villain attacks, exhaust Herc's helm, reduce the amount of damage this attack deals by 1. It doesn't matter if it's attacking me or not, though, so I could use it to help out my allies. That is interesting. We do get an encounter card, which is Hydra Soldier. Guard, when defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. Okay. We do have to get rid of that Hydra Soldier. So we're kind of keeping an eye on things right now. I do want to get Avengers Compound down. So we're going to put it over here, or down here, I think. And then Lion of Olympus. Temporary. Your hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. Just card at the end of the round. I like that. What is that? Olympus? Oh, Olympus. Generate a wild resource for each gift you control. Nice. We're going to have one gift here soon. Let's go get Olympus down on the table. Let's put Gilgamesh action. Exhaust Avengers Compound. Tuck one ally from your hand here if there's no ally tucked here. Or play an ally tucked here if it were in your hand. So, save him for later. I do like Wisdom of Athena. Here's a fun thing, right? Like, if I do Lion of Olympus, right now I can take him out with one swing. But that's not going to be the case. So, hold on to this for next turn, I think. I'd like to put it down now, but it is temporary, so we get discarded at the end of the round, and I don't want to do that just yet. I think we'll spend Wisdom of Athena here in a second. We're going to punch this for 3 to get it down to 2. Then we're going to spend Wisdom of Athena to play Limitless Stamina. We're ready. And punch the Avalanche again to clear it. All right. Did I take 2 indirect damage at the beginning of the game? I did not, so I should be down to 9 hit points. Okay. My bad. All right, victory 0. Attach side scheme gains. All right, so you defeat a labor. After a labor card is added to the victory display, put the top card of the gift deck into play. Ready, Hercules. You may flip to alter ego form. Oh, interesting. Okay. Put the top card of the gift deck into play. Shield of Perseus. Hercules gets +1 hit point. Nice. and gains Retaliate 1. After this card enters play, draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, I don't like that. 4. Okay. That is fun. And it also, you're ready, right? Yeah, ready Hercules. They flipped Alter Ego, which is kind of cool. To get the next labor. Interesting. Because then you can flip back up. And do stuff still. Wow, I like that. Getting the next labor into play sounds like a good idea. Sounds like it also could be a bad idea. Let's do it. Flip down. Action. If there's no labor cards in play, reveal the top card of the labor deck. Alright, when revealed, find a non-elite minion with at least 6 printed hit points. Reveal it, heal all damage from it, and attach this card to it. My understanding is that means that I can pull something from here. So it says find, and say search the encounter deck or discard pile. It just says find. This usually has me find, let's see, what does it say? You place, find your nemesis minion and reveal it. Okay, so we can find a minion. I'm going to play it that way for now. If I'm incorrect, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and take this Hydra, which feels like it's going to be in my backside. Seems like the only option I have right now. And it's going to have 12 hit points on it. Attach minion gets plus 6 hit points. Gains the elite trait. Okay, great. Attach minion cannot take damage except from Hercules. Alright. So, I'm going to flip back up. After a character you control attacks and damages the Hydra, spend a Fist resource. Or the Hydra heals 2. Okay. That is pretty cool. I don't even have a Fist resource in my hand. Well, I guess I could do 5 damage to him, right? I could spend this Fist resource, keep him from healing, and then get Call for Backup into play. Kind of stinks because I was going to use the Line of Olympus to take out that Hydra soldier. I think is going to be my best bet, right? So let's do that. So we are going to go ahead and use Gift of Battle, which costs 1 less for each gift you have, which is right here, to do 3 points of damage here. Right, it would have done 5, but then he heals 2. Because I don't have a Fist resource I can pay for it right now. Then we're going to go ahead and play Lion of Olympus onto the table and attack the Hydra Soldier for 4. And we'll get an extra encounter card. We should be at 2 here. Sorry. the end of the round. So I guess I got this until at the end of the hero phase, but until the end of the villain phase. Okay. It feels weird, but I am going to go ahead and spin my double to play Call for Backup. You never know when you might need that. Why would I do that when I can play Gilgamesh? I don't know. Trying things out. So we're going to Call for Backup onto the table. Never know when you might want to do that. And still have that super absorbing power up there, which may mess me up, but that's okay. All right, that was a fun turn. Let's go ahead and. Oh man. Actually, we're not going to spend the double. I forgot we had Olympus here. We have one gift out, so we'll use it to play Call for Backup. So we're going to hold on to our double. We'll ready up. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Amadeus Cho. Nice. We're going to get him onto the table. Leaves me with those two cards, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens here next. So, but he draws a card, and that may make a difference for what we do next. So, all right. First things first, threat's going to go up to 7. This ticks up to 3. Silverman's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. If I don't defend, I have to discard a resource card from my hand. Which may not sound like a bad thing, but it kind of becomes a bad thing. So, guess we're defending. Defending for 3 plus really defending for 3, 4 right now. 2, 3, so I take no damage. He takes a retaliate 1 from our shield. The Hydra is going to attack me for 2. He doesn't have Villainous, right? Nope. And then gets a point of retaliate damage. Awesome. We have 2 encounter cards. First encounter card is Avalanche is back. Wonderful. Can't punch it. When revealed, each player must choose to either spend a lightning resource or take 2 indirect damage. I'm not spending Amadeus Cho. If I don't have to. Lightning resource it is. Or 2 points of damage it is. Alright. Second counter card is Sinister Strike. Place 1 pursuit counter pursued by the past. Then if there's anything left on there, the villain attacks you. Okay. Well, I can't defend, so I'm going to have to discard a resource card here soon, which kind of stinks. Alright. Let's see what we get. 2, 3, 4. We're down to 2 points. Takes a point of retaliate damage. We're in a heaping chunk of mess here, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get to playing. All right. We will spin 2 to play Amadeus Cho. Amadeus Cho is going to get exhausted to draw us a card. Recruitment Drive. They either can get Gilgamesh onto the table and get confused, but then he can clear 2 threat for us from somewhere. Also had to discard a resource icon, right? Yes, because we couldn't defend. So really, one of our recruitment drives had to be discarded anyways. Um, looks like we're playing Gilgamesh. I think I'm going to lose this. Oh, this got discarded too. A lot is happening here. We're going to exhaust Avengers Compound, Olympus, and these 2 cards to play Gilgamesh. As an additional cost to play this card, if you do not have an Eternal trait, don't confuse your identity. All right. Let's see. You can scheme for 5 at the max there. That guy schemes for 0. There will go up to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It only takes 4 for it to scheme out. Should I make some dumb choices? Probably, because I want to test some stuff out. If I flip down, right? If I stay up, I can probably survive the round. Let's see, attacks again, right? Both Gilgamesh and Amadeus Choke will defend for me. So Gilgamesh will attack. Sorry, we'll clear 2 threat from here. Getting his health down to 4. Nothing else I can do on my turn. I think I'm going to try to stay up. Keep the scheme from going out. So I really want to draw more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Wisdom and the Limitless Staminas are super clutch here. Let's ready back up. This goes to 4. Goes to 8. Absorbing Man's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. Gilgamesh will defend. 2, 3, 4. Takes out Gilgamesh. And then, oh, sorry. No, that's not what I was going to do. I was going to have Amadeus Cho defend against Absorbing Man, which does take out Absorbing Man, or Amadeus Cho. Then the Hydra is going to attack while Gilgamesh defend here, take 2 points of damage. Okay. We get an encounter card. All tactics. When revealed, place one threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme. No threat was placed this way. This card gains Surge. Alright, so it gets 2 more. We are at 10. Out of 12. Okay. But it is my turn. Excuse me. Alright. Let's clear my Confuse. Much as I want to keep punching the Hydra, it's not the time for that. We will use Olympus and evaluate threat. Play Wisdom of Athena to clear for threat from the main. We're going to use Limitless Stamina. Play Limitless Stamina. Ready up. I have choices, right? And clear one more threat. The max he's going to be able to do is scheme for 5, 6. We lose. Because the threat's going to go up by 1. If I clear one threat and then flip down, then Gilgamesh can probably clear 2 threat for us. Should have used my helm, but it wouldn't have mattered because he was sitting out on Amadeus Cho anyways. Here's what we're going to do. We're trying to bank on the fact that he's not going to be able to scheme for exactly 5. We're going to flip down and heal 4 damage, get up to 6. Let's ready and draw to our hand size. We're about to find out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, this is my first game with Hercules. I'm learning a lot and having a lot of fun with him. Gift of Battle, Death Cry. There's some things I would have loved to seen earlier. Helicarrier, Hawkeye. Hawkeye would have been great. Okay. Threat's gonna. This goes up to 5. Threat's gonna go up to 7. He's gonna scheme for 2. Oh, let's go. We take 1 indirect damage. Just put on here, so this goes down to 1. That means he what? He schemed for 2, so this goes up to 9. Hydra schemes for 0. Our encounter card is, when revealed, if the Zorman has all the different traits, exhaust your identity. Give Absorbing Man a tough status card and heal 1 damage from him. These are all fine things. Stone trait, give Absorbing Man 1 face down boost card. Cool. Wood trait, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Let's do this one. Hawkeye. Okay. Okay, well, that's because I haven't dealt with the Super Absorbing Man yet. Alright. Glad I flipped down and healed when I did. We're at least at 6 health points now, which is not bad. We do need to deal with the threat on the main. Sweet. The Gauntlet of Hercules. That is a wild good card. Okay. A wildly good card, but it is my turn, so. Goodness gracious alive. Okay. Okay. We're not in a bad spot. So, not a great spot, but not in a bad spot. I can't ready up. Clearing threat up there is going to be a big priority of what we want to do here. We'll go ahead and have Gilgamesh clear 2 threat. We need to flip up. We're going to spend Olympus and Son of Zeus. Play Gift of Battle. Deal 5 damage to the Hydra. And we'll spend the Helicarrier. Prevent that damage. Actually, we're in a really great spot. Okay. Then we're gonna sweet. We can't punch like I'd like to punch right now. Oh man. Darn it. I thought, oh sweet, I'll be able to punch for a little bit more, but I won't be able to punch for a little bit more because I'm not ready. If I was ready, I could definitely do another punch here. So what we'll do is go ahead and play down this Gauntlet of Hercules. We'll put Death Cry underneath Avengers Compound here. Darn it. I was going to be able to whip down and heal and do some cool stuff, but we'll be able to take out the Leviathan next turn if we survive. 1, 2, 3. Encounter card. We should be able to survive. We have 2 Retaliate. Retaliate of 2. I'm still having a lot of fun with Hercules. This is a very interesting game. It's kind of weird, like I'm Absorbing Man, right? I made some choices at the beginning of the game that I may need to go back and change next time I play. But you know, Cyclops impacted the game, right? So, all right, let's cut this deck in half. Ready everything else back up. And then to me, each Retaliate is different, right? So these are our 3 cards. We draw one more card. Nice, X23. Okay. Sweet, which we could do a lot of different things this next turn. You can see me spending these 2 for Death Cry. All right. So threat's going to go up to 2. By 2. This goes up to 6. Usually by now you want to be beating Absorbing Man. He's going to attack me for 2 plus 2 boost cards. I am going to go ahead and defend, use the helm and my gauntlets here. 4, 5, and I'm stunned. Okay. All right, but I defended for 2, 3. So I only take 2 points of damage. I take 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I only take 3 points. I defended for 2, so I only take 2 points of damage, so I'm down to 4. 1 retaliate clears the tough, and then 1 retaliate goes to him. We then need to stare at our screen for a second. Take 2 more damage from the Hydra. And do a point of retaliate damage against the Hydra. And we see what our 2 encounter cards are. This may make or break what happens next. So, Snowy Hillside, awesome. This is finally different. We get a Surge. Our Nemesis is going to come into play. Does he have Quick Strike? No, he has Retaliate 1. And that comes into play as well. That you get shuffled in. Okay. There on there's 2. Each Olympus card in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's at 7. That's rough, man. Okay. Yeah, this is my first game. And he's got 5 on him. Okay. With the Retaliate 1. Awesome. Second encounter card is Icy Grip. Revealed, you are stunned. If Zorman has the Ice trait, take 2 indirect damage. And that does take out Hercules. So, cool. I did lose this game, and that is okay, because I'm learning a lot. I'm playing Hercules for the first time and getting a chance to experience him. And that was the goal, right? It was a first game, try it out. The labors are rough. You need to be ready to take on the labors when they come into play. And I think that was my big thing, was like, I'm going to go and pull out the Leviathan and keep things moving, when really I should have done some other stuff instead and focused on Absorbing Man and clearing out some of the things that were going on the table. As well as Cyclops at the beginning, we could have taken out Super Absorbing Man super fast and gone from there. And so threat became an issue. We couldn't really keep up, and I think that was part of our problem, was wanting to be able to keep up. I had a really cool turn when I did get my gift, though, and that ended up doing some really awesome stuff at that point. Kind of curious now if I should have kept the other guard minion out there, but it is what it is. So it was cool to be able to get my Nemesis minion out. I think we got some cool stuff going on here. I think I want to try most of this stuff again, though I may get a couple of different allies into the deck just to get some like more zero cost stuff going on. I do really, really, really like Avenge Me. That is pretty cool. And then Death Cry, having a chance to play. The Limitless Stamina is really good. I really didn't get a chance to play Son of Zeus yet. So, Recruitment Drive, Amadeus Cho was awesome. I wish I could have had him on the table earlier. Hawkeye is always great. Namora was really cool. I am looking forward to trying some of these things out again. I wish I could have played Thor. So, I do like the Avengers Compound. I think it's a really neat card. I definitely want to go through and probably reshuffle this deck. And what I'll probably end up doing is either playing with the same deck again later, or we will try something a little bit different with Hercules. Either I'll play more leadership stuff to get a better idea of these new leadership cards, or get a chance to test out something different, though. We did get Call for Backup up, and I forgot about that. I could have cleared Call for Backup to get some allies out. Maybe. So. Still really, really cool stuff in here. I think these got some neat things going on for him. I think this deck could have won if I hadn't goofed around at the beginning. And I think that's what I ended up doing, was because I was so excited about all the different things that if I can move a little bit faster right at the beginning, that would help. And so... And then really, if it had been the Hydra, I could have attacked the Hydra for more right at the beginning. So, the labors and the gifts, you do want to complete them, but you don't want to rush to get them done, is what I think I've discovered playing this round. So what I'll probably end up doing is try this deck one more time the way it is. We won't be doing that right now. Got some other things going on today, but I look forward to playing more Hercules and getting another game or two in for the purpose of just getting a better feel for this hero. Do I think he's good? Yes. Do I think we need to add Unshakable to his kit on a regular basis and play more Legacy with him? Absolutely. Unshakable, I think, would have made a huge difference because I wouldn't have gotten confused or stunned and just moved on with my life. And so, Gilgamesh is a pretty cool card. There's some interesting things in here, though. I probably would replace Gilgamesh for a different ally at this point, now that I've had a chance to play him and test him out. So, we're going to play a couple of different things, check out some different stuff. We may keep Gilgamesh because he has 6 HP. That was pretty cool. Though the Confused did not really seem to impact me too much because he can do the threat removal for me. I think I just had a bad couple draws, and that made a big difference in the game. And we were really just getting a feel for Hercules in general. And I started off real quick. I should have probably just played Standard to learn the character. So, no big deal. Now that I know what I'm getting myself back into with Absorbing Man, we are going to try it again, I think, here in the future. I'm babbling on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of Hercules, what things you would have done differently in this game. And as always, my name is Jason Sketch, and next time I'll be deadly serious next time. Peace.